Hey, it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. And we're zooming in and focusing in on what I'm going to call having a plan B versus a cluster B in your life. And before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out and much love to the Empowered Harmonizers, and especially much hello and thanks to those of you who have recently donated and contributed to the channel, including your PayPal Donate Now button on the home page here. Thank you so much for your support of the channel, as well as your comments and your support to others in the community. Much love to the Empowered Harmonizers, and thank you so much. It does take work, it takes strength to really kind of sort through a lot of the confusing situations that you might find yourself in and emotionally taxed by very toxic, rude, domineering, bullying type people, however you might label them, as cluster B, having a personality character disorder, or just being downright overly mean and selfish. So much love to the Empowered Harmonizers, and I want to zoom in and focus in on what I feel is a great tool that you can use and put and apply right away to improve your life, to improve your circumstance, to improve your I am. And that is the whole goal of the calendar moving forward. And I hope you all have a recovery journal, an appointment book. Maybe you have not structured yourself, you're not setting up yourself properly, then you will not really get the same results as others who are. It's very important to take getting through some things seriously, because once you hit the second, third, fourth toxic relationship or a family member who's gotten you down and you're sad for another holiday, another birthday, another Valentine's Day, it's eventually going to give you the wake-up call and say, wow, I want to get above and beyond this. This is getting too much now, and too much of my life is like water under the bridge. I don't know what happened. So I really want to focus in on putting an end to that once and for all, once is for good. As you know, here on the channel, we are so much focused on results, tools, getting to the good life now. Not in 7 years, not in 10 years. I have the viewers here who have made comments on the videos that they have been struggling for decades, and they're now finally being able to change their life. So amen to that. So let's get our results, and let's get them quickly. Let's not wait for another 20 years of therapy or mistakes. So this content I'm entitling Having a Plan B versus a Cluster B in Your Life. One thing we have found is that people tend to stick around way too long in these abusive, hurtful relationships that are not in their best interest. They are not loved the way that they give love. They are not able to love and give love in a very balanced or fair manner. In other words, when you give love to these people, it tends to be in an abyss. It just doesn't end the amount of giving that you have to give unto them or take care of their narcissistic needs. It is not reciprocated in like kind. And one of the main laws of the universe is the law of reciprocity. If you give, you will have that coming back to you. If you give, you will have that coming back to you. So eventually your good time will come. The good life, the good relationship, the great opportunity. You just have to keep on the path long enough and then stop doing the things that are pushing away the opportunities, the good feelings from occurring. And so, the law of exchange basically is, you should be able to give love and receive love in kind, and not have it in fear, jeopardy, criticism, all those masks that narcissistic love takes. It takes the mask of bullying. You're not good enough. You need me in your life to survive. You are nobody without me are oftentimes the messages that are portrayed by these people. Well, don't be fooled. Don't be dismayed. Have a plan B. Because in the cluster B family of personality disorders, it is pathologically about them, and to the degree that they will then exploit, take advantage of, and not give love to those the way that they deserve to be loved, the way that they are worthy of, and what they truly need. So we're not talking about you making up a story or being too sensitive for asking for what you want. You are unequivocally deserving of love, affection, respect, to be listened to receive eye contact, to receive a hug without, ulterior motives, without some sort of selfish agenda, without somebody juggling 2 and 3 other people on the side or stabbing you on the back the next time you turn around. You don't need that. But people have been so imbued, so enmeshed by these relationships that they're then, taught or programmed or conditioned that that is all I will ever get. In fact, the narcissist might tell you that, you won't get better than me, or, you don't deserve better than me, or you are stupid here, you are stupid there, you need me to do this, you need me to do that. I am better looking than you, I am smarter, intelligent. Whatever they're trying to, derail your mind or corrupt your mind with, do not be corrupted. Stand correcting them, because they will have you stay stuck in a supply mode if they can at all help it. Whether if it's your primary, secondary supply, whatever role they relegate you to, they are not the boss of you. You are the boss of you, and how you spend your time, your company, and you also need to be in the driver's seat to getting your needs met and being able to stand up. And I don't care if you have to shout it out from the top of the highest mountain. You deserve love, and you deserve to receive love and to understand what it feels like, and that not to be scared that it's going to be taken away based on some condition. You didn't dress right, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. The narcissist will have very conditional love parameters set on the relationship and the tone of the relationship. So there's always like a fear, I might lose this person, I might slip up, I might do this, I might do that, or they might find a better this, a better that. You know what I'm talking about. So, it is understanding that they are not, your only plan A. You are your plan A. Your life is your plan A, meaning your mission, your goal, your right, what you deserve to receive. And so getting into a state of being able to receive and receptivity and being open to that. And here's a key. You need to be able to change your routine in your life and in your relationship. So if your routine is constantly, I have to do all this and this for this person, or, la da 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 da, and I need to, be walked on, or I'm expecting that, or I have to overwork to keep this person happy, or I have to keep myself up to all hours of the night texting them, whatever it is, those parameters, that routine, which has gotten you into trouble, we need to be open to new routine, open to new behaviors, new feelings, new thoughts, and be open to new opportunities. And therefore, oftentimes, especially for those people who have been hurt by these people who are narcissistic or cluster B type personalities, who are hurtful, toxic in nature, debilitating others in nature, you know what I'm talking about. They will count on you not having a plan B. In other words, not picking yourself up, not dusting yourself up, not pulling your own bootstraps up and seeking better and doing it, actually following up and saying, amen, I'm at the next level. And I can keep my eye on the goal long enough, beyond just 30 seconds, beyond just 1 minute, beyond just 1 day, but I can keep my eye on it for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and I can see how far I'm going to go in that trajectory of time. Trajectory means basically the direction with which an object is moving in space. So as I give you the analogy of the space shuttle, if you've got a rocket on the ground, if you make 1 little millimeter adjustment on the ground, it'll take hundreds of thousands of years when it's going into hundreds of thousands of miles, a whole different direction when it catapults into space, because it's based on what they call a trajectory. So 1 little alteration on that launching pad. And see if you can understand and follow me through the analogy here. And if you do, just be like, I get it, peace and harmony. I get where you're coming from. I love your analogies. This makes sense. And I'm staying with it long enough to the point where I get it and I go, aha, okay, I get it. So When you are, if you are a rocket scientist and you are launching a rocket, a missile into space, if you make one little alteration or calibration to the right, the left, the north, the south, the west, the east, it's going to end up at a whole different place when it arrives, you know, hundreds of thousands of miles out into space versus if you had made a different adjustment. So your adjustment needs to be made within you, and you need to be open to that new feeling, that new attitude, those new opportunities in order to, through your life moving forward. So not just only today, not only tomorrow, but for your future tomorrows and for your family's future tomorrows, the small adjustments and changes that you embrace and you make and you commit to and you hold to today will send you in a whole different direction, but you have to stay with it long enough. You have to get serious enough. You have to, you know, say, I'm important enough every single day. You have to say, I deserve love every single day. You have to say, I am lovable every single day, and I deserve to receive this from lots and lots of people, from lots and lots of sources, and it doesn't make me selfish for, you know, for standing up and validating my needs. And I deserve because I give and I am worthy. And this I know, K-N-O-W, I have absolute certainty. And you would need to arrive at that degree of passion and certitude and really keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the goal, keep your eye on the ideal for it to come to fruition. If you don't focus on it, then you're taking your energy away. You're not giving yourself the opportunity to reap the goods, to reap the benefits. And so having a plan B versus a cluster B basically means, okay, I was thinking that this and this and this was going to make me happy. This and this and this was going to get me, you know, in with this person, in relationship or assist me. You know what? This is not cool for me anymore. It's not cool to drink and feel sick every day. It's not cool to be on drugs or hang out with the people who are over drugging or over sexing. It's not cool to put myself in harm's way. It's not cool to be with the bad boy or the bad girl. You know, that is not, you know, I am growing out of this and fast and quick. And, you know, been there, done there, got the t-shirt. You know, I deserve to live the good life and be purified from this toxic, yucky person influence and attitude that it has bestowed upon me. And so now it's understanding that now I'm going to have a plan B. Whether you're still with this person or they've been out of your life for a couple months or a couple years, I am embracing my plan B. My plan B is to be, just to be, B-E as in the word human being. And it is okay to relax into my body and be at peace and be at calm, because it is in that purity with which I am now making my best decisions. And I'm now being able to relax and be at that peaceful state, in that focused state, and to come and really move even if I'm slowing it down a little bit. Sometimes you need to slow down to speed up and to actually get what you want. It's not about beating yourself up. I can't believe this happened to me. I don't know what I want anymore. Sure, you're going to go through some funks and phases, but the relapses will be a lot less intense and frequent when you're able to just relax. So having a plan B in the recovery journal is about saying, amen, I am crossing out with a big red X the plan A that did not work out for me. That was no longer good for me, and you know what that is for each and every one of you personally. How hard I had to work, the drinks, you know, over drinking, over drugging, overspending, you know, feeling crappy about myself, you know, being in an angry funk for weeks and months and years and days, and then being angry and, you know, projecting this onto other people. That is not looking good on me. That is not attractive. You know, sayonara, been there, you know, done that, never coming back. So it's like, you know, you're getting a ticket to a whole nother destination, a whole nother port, even a whole nother beautiful life. You know, where is beautiful to you? Where is your plan B? Is it going to California, Hawaii, Turkey? Is it going to the United States? Is it going to Ireland? Is it going to Czechoslovakia? Is it going to Russia? Where is your plan B? Where is the warm little spot in your heart that goes, ooh, that would be so cool. What are my warm and fuzzies? What is my plan B? my plan B, and I can own it as an individual. Oftentimes it's very difficult for people to emerge from a cluster B individual and to just be and to be an individual. They don't know how. They don't have the operator's manual. They don't have the to-do kit. That is what I'm giving you here now, so you can draft your life, you know, from the blueprint moving forward, getting your pages out, getting a page with lines on it, a blank piece of paper, and getting an image, I-M-A-G-E, as in attractive to the eyes, a picture. But peace and harmony, this seems so simple. I'm not going to do it. It's too easy. Amen. That's why you haven't gotten it, because it's so easy. It's so simple. And who taught you this? Your parents, your grandparents, your kindergarten teacher? Did anybody teach you this? I am here to teach you this, and I'm here to tell you it works. I have been able to manifest in abundance in my life because of this. That is why I'm making this channel, and why I'm helping the clientele and the audience that I am, because I know you are the people who deserve, are worthy, and get it and want it, and you want it bad enough. It is not being selfish to say, you know what, I want to live in peace. I want to live in harmony. I want someone who loves me. I want, you know, to be able to give love and not have being taken advantage of. I want to, you know, be able to know that my right hand knows what the left hand is doing. I don't want to live in worry. I don't want to live in fear. I don't deserve to live in intimidation. I refuse. I reject that notion. You know, amen. Period. End of story. And until you get that certitude, like the book Think and Grow Rich by the great Napoleon Hill, he talks, you know, and I would highly recommend all of the viewers to get that book. That's a huge component of my philosophy, as I've read hundreds of books, studied psychology and education into the master's level, and I'm, you know, I curate from a number of different disciplines that have me to understand you need to get that certitude. And Napoleon Hill, back in the 1920s, he writes about you know, having, what does he call it? Like an unshakable desire, or, you know, knowing your desire, having a firm plan in place, and an unshakable desire. And you must have this, and you must claim it and own it as your own. And the thing is, you have this desire because it's meant to be fulfilled. It is meant to be fulfilled, but you have to back it up with faith. I mean, in faith, we're talking about intangibles here. We're not talking about, you know, but that's why I give analogies and examples. Thomas Edison, who discovered electricity. You know, hitherto, you know, life did not have electricity. Just think how difficult it would have been. Life would have been a whole different bag of wax. You know, think of how hard Thomas Edison had to work to discover electricity. But he knew that there was something there. He knew he was onto something. He did not give up. He had a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, but he did not let obstacles get in his way. He kept on keeping on until eventually, bing, you know, that little filament in the light bulb, you know, lit up and then gave light. And then further, you know, not only did he begin in his lab to give light, which was his first place, and then basically he brought it to the streets. He brought it to the world. I mean, there are huge success stories, and I encourage you to find and focus on and identify right now what are 10 to 20 things that are your success story, that are your plan B, things that you really want and deserve and want to have. And then also culminate with these with images and pictures. If you need to go out and buy 5 to 10 magazines, haul it back, get yourself a big old scissors, a big old glue stick, and glue this into your recovery journal. And then keep your images on this, but don't keep it hidden in your notebook. Keep your images, whether it's for you, your family members, but this needs to be for you. This is your time. You need to put this out and then look upon it and then know that the universe is just waiting to deliver this to you, because just for the sheer fact you made that step in the right direction, you will see it come to fruition. And I look forward to hearing your stories of your success. It's your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. Much love to the Empowered Harmonizers. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.